Hello everyone, welcome to the Sentinel LDK videos. I am Yuri Goryachev, I am sales engineer for the EMEA region. I am part of the software monetization team in the Thales DIS CPL group. This video will focus on the tools that are available in Sentinel LDK to work with API, docs and samples. And to start, let's review the type of APIs available in Sentinel LDK, their purpose and related utilities. First API, it will be licensing API, another name RunTime API. On the slide you can see location of the API on your machine where installed our SDK, location of the docs and location of the samples. Licensing API is a set of API that are generated unique for each vendor, designed to work with license, feature and memory segments. Second one, it will be admin API. Admin API it's a set of API commands that are common to all vendor, designed to work with Sentinel Admin LM. Sentinel Admin LM it's a license manager designed to manage some specific license models, like a concurrent one. Here you can see location of the API, docs and samples. Second one, it will be license generation API, another name LeadsGen API. License generation API is a set of API commands that are common to all vendor, designed to build customized standalone tools that can generate new license or licenses updates. This set of APIs can be used as an alternative to Sentinel EMS. And you can see a location of API, docs and samples on the slide. Second one, it will be Sentinel EMS Web Service API. Sentinel EMS Web Service API is a set of cross-platform RESTful APIs common to all vendors, designed to automate all the license generation and updates workflow with Sentinel EMS and integrate it with any CRM, ERP or your own systems. On the slide you can see location to the API, docs and samples. Second one, it will be Runtime Installer API. It's a set of API commands that are common to all vendors, designed to integrate the license manager setup in any setup process, for example, the setup of your own software. And last one API, it will be an Envelope API. Envelope is our tool for automatization, protecting your software. And for Envelope you will have Envelope API. It's a set of API commands that are common to all vendors, designed to automate the process of protecting .NET and Java application with Envelope engine, as well as trap the exception by the built-in utility Envelope and control the behavior of protected software after receiving such exceptions. Let's have a look at the utilities and samples designed to work with API. Firstly, we just need to talk about Sentinel LDK Toolbox. Toolbox include licensing, admin and license generation APIs. And Toolbox utility is used to execute, simulate all available API calls with any available input template format and check on API return statuses. This utility provides detailed help on all APIs, and also from here you can execute each and every API call, see what is required as input and what data can be returned. The most popular programming language are supported, and you can see a list of this programming language on the slide. It's C, C#, C++, Java and Visual Basic.NET. Another one, it will be like sample, it's EMS vs demo, but this sample provides the same level of functionality and help as the toolbox, but only for Sentinel EMS Web Service API. EMS vs demo, it's a web interface, and for use it you first need to deploy and configure it. To do this, you just need to copy the emsvsdemo.var file from the directory which you can see on the screen into the Apache Tomcat directory where Sentinel EMS is deployed on your machine. After copying the var file, this file will self-extract and a new directory will appear there. In addition, if your Sentinel EMS is configured for a non-standard port or works via HTTPS protocol, you just need to edit the settings in the file accordingly. After deploying EMS vs demo, interface of this sample will be available at the address which you can see on your screen. And let's go to the demo. In my demo, I will show you licensing API function. For doing it, I will go to my virtual machine. On this machine already installed our SDK, last version. And if on your machine installed our SDK, you can launch Sentinel Vendor Suite tool. This tool is launcher for each other component of the our SDK. For example, from this tool you can launch envelope, EMS or toolbox, or open folder with documentation, API or samples. For demonstration, on my machine I have already installed Sentinel LDK with demo product and with 3 specific features. Now I need to go to the toolbox. Toolbox looks like here, you can see. In File, Settings, on tab Toolbox, you can choose your programming language if you want to switch it. I will choose C#. And here you can see licensing API, admin API, and license generation API. I will show you only licensing API. Here you can see all API functions, and this function can some function required session with the key before called. For example, only 2 functions can be run without session with the key. It's hasp get info and hasp update. All other functions required to do hasp login or hasp login scope before. Hasp login and hasp login scope creates the session with the key. Login scope is the same hasp login but with specific filter for connection to the specific license or specific key or specific product or specific machine, for example. Here you can see scope for connection to specific key ID. For example, if on your machine available more than 1 key. On my machine available only 1 key, and I can choose hasp login function and input here feature ID, which already available on my key, and create the session with this key. In Sentinel Admin Control Center, I can see this session with feature, and I can see information about this session. After I create the session with the key, I can, for example, encrypt or decrypt some data with using crypto processor of my key. For example, I can encrypt some specific data, some text. For example, this one. Execute it. save it into the file. And after it, I can go to the decrypt function, choose this file, open it, and decrypt it. For encryption and decryption, you need to use the same one feature ID. For example, if you connect to the feature 1 and decrypt something, you cannot decrypt it with any other features. The same situation with haspread or haswrite function. Haspread give you ability to read some information from the key. For example, in my key I have some data in the memory. In RO segment and another data in RO segment. And for example, I can write some data in RO segment if I want. For example, I can go to the offset and another one offset and write some specific data in this segment of the memory. After it, I can go to the read, choose RO segment, input my offset, and read my data. And the last one what I want to show you, it's hasp get info and hasp get session info. For get session info, I need session with the key, and I have it. I can have got information about session, or if I choose another one template, I can got any other information. For example, feature information, or license manager information, or for example, license statuses. If I finished with my work with my license, I need to call hasp logout for clean up the sessions. After it, I can create new session with new feature or with the same feature again. Or I just want to show you last one function, it's hasp get info. It's not required hasp plugin before. And with hasp get info, for example, you can got information about exist key for create update for this key, or you can get information about the machine if you want, for example, install new software license on this machine. This info will be returned to parameter info in this source code and in your source code. And this data can be used for create new software license for your machine. This was last video in our playlist, and thank you very much for your attention.